Hey everyone, I just thought I'd do a quick video blog I was going to say this evening, tonight, whatever. Hadn't done one since May. So anyways, thought I'd just give you a little update, starting with today. Um, First time in my life I was an hour and a half late for work. Um, I kind of, or I worked 3 to 11 last night, and then did a turnaround, which means I just skipped um, a shift, and I had to be back at 7 this morning, and I worked 7 to 3. Well, I came home last night and got on into bed pretty quickly, and then I couldn't really fall asleep quickly, but I don't know, I probably fell asleep around, I'd say, 12:30. And I needed to be up at 5:45, 6 o'clock or so I could get dressed, make my coffee and whatnot. Well, um, I fall asleep, and the next thing I know is I wake up, and it's that feeling, and we've all been there, where you wake up and before you even can open your eyes you're late. You know it already, and so I jump out of bed, and I grab my pants. I hurry up and get ready and everything. And my mom comes in my room. She's like, "Why are you here when it's 8:20 a.m.?" And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I didn't hear my alarm. I didn't get a phone call even from work. Nothing. So I get I text the guy I'm supposed to relieve, the night audit guy, and he's like, I just come on. And so I rushed to work, and thank goodness I only live 3 miles from where I work, and I get there and everything, and for the most part, it was kind of hectic. I knew it was going to be a busy morning, since SFA and everything was having their orientation. We had baseball teams in-house at the hotel and whatnot, and but the morning wasn't the worst I've had as far as at work. So I get through about till about, I'd say, 11 o'clock, and my manager, which wasn't there, but she called because she was in Shreveport with our regional manager having a meeting, and she was talking to me and everything, and I kind of knew I needed to go ahead and say something, so I went ahead and I confessed that I was kind of late, and she's like, what's kind of late? Because I'm never late, and if I am, I have a good excuse. There's, a wreck or something, I'm backed up in traffic, something. And I told her I was almost an hour and a half late, and she couldn't believe it. She's like, "What's going on with you?" And I said, "Nothing. I don't know why, but I didn't hear my alarm. I just slept. I don't know. I have no idea." And it's never happened before, and I just had to kind of grovel. I was like, "It won't happen again. I'm so sorry. I'm very embarrassed as it is. And so she was, she's like, "Okay, just, let's work on that. And so that was the most embarrassing part. So, anyways, I get through, the rest of the day. I get off at 3, and then, me and Mom went and did a few errands, and I got home, and it's been pretty relaxing since, especially since we got our water line fixed today. Found out what happened. I did I wrote a Facebook post the other day of, our water line was busted from on the outside of the house, and this time I couldn't fix it. And I did not want to call a plumber, but I had to. So, call a plumber. This was day before yesterday. And they said, well, we can't come till tomorrow. And we're like, okay, if that's the best, you can do, that's fine. And plus, they had a very reasonable rate. And so, we scheduled them. They said they'd call before they came tomorrow. Never heard a word. Nothing. And I was just like, okay. So I called this morning. Finally, after my morning rush gets done, I'm trying to also multitask that I don't do very well, of calling some plumbers, and phone book and whatnot, trying to get somebody out here so we could get our water back on. I mean, going 3 days without water is kind of hard. So, sure enough, the very people that I called this morning and told them to cancel my appointment because they didn't know how to pick up a phone and call us and tell them that they weren't going to make it, I found that very unprofessional. And so I left them a voicemail because they never even answered the phone. And a few hours later, the maintenance guy that works at my hotel, Mario, told me of a good guy that was very reputable, that was very reasonable on his prices too, to give him a call. So I was like, okay, give me his number. And so he gave me the number, and I picked up the phone to call Mom. And she said, they've already come. And I said, who has? And she said, the people that were supposed to come yesterday. And I was like, really? Because I kind of like fired them on the phone. And she goes, well, they didn't get the message. And they came out here, and I guess they gave us some kind of discount or something, because they fixed it, she said, within 15 minutes. And which made me feel, this tall, because usually I can fix the water leaks, or plumbing, I can do that kind of stuff at least. So and what we found out was that a tree root, a humongous tree root had grown and kind of grew over, or actually almost through the pipe itself, and it happened to be right near a coupling. And it was our main line that it ran from the water meter in our front yard to the under the house. And I mean, it was, when I saw it when I got home, I was just like, wow, that's some crazy stuff. And so we found out what happened, and it just made me sick. But at least, hey, we got water back, and it's great. So, I mean, the dishes were kind of piling up, I needed to do laundry, and just, it's not easy. When you don't have water, it's kind of a necessity. So, anyways, that's what happened. But, anyways, the other part that I kind of wanted to mention in this video blog is that I've been kind of, on and off about going back to school. And I think I've probably mentioned a video blog in the past, or on Facebook or something. I have decided officially to go back to school, but I never knew exactly what, and I was kind of unclear. Well, I have decided on a major, and it's going to be I'm going to start out with an associate's associates in applied science for health information technology, so that one day I can actually I can set up a home office and work for different doctors and medical professionals, being able to do their medical coding and billing and transcriptioning all from home. And so something that I've been interested for quite a while. I started going to school for medical coding. I just didn't finish it a few years ago. So concurrently, I'm going to be going back to my old school to get my certification in just medical billing and coding. It'll help me kind of pay for school, and then I'm enrolling in Kaplan University online next month to start my associate's degree. So I'm really excited about it. I'm just really ready for it to kind of already be over with. I don't really do school. So, but if I'm going to make a decent living, that's something that I really kind of have to do. So anyways, but that's what I'm working on now. Plus I'm pondering the idea of a second job right now, since I'm kind of I'm in a war for my own hours at work. But anyways, it's just been kind of one thing after another. Not to mention, I just came back after a week of having pink eye. That was a nightmare. Because my doctor didn't even get my medicine to me until I needed it Monday. I didn't get it till Wednesday, and I needed to be back at work on Thursday. So it's just been crazy. But anyways, well, that's about wraps it up for the most part on this video blog. It's kind of one of my longer ones, actually, I think. But if you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Otherwise, until next time, I'll talk to you next time. Bye, y'all.